Computational theories predict no frequency shift, OR predicts a change. The data will decide. Thousands of gamma frequency measurements are pooled for blind analysis. The statistician compares Group A and Group B following the pre-registered protocol. Scenario A, a significant frequency increase in the test group. OR's prediction confirmed. Scenario B, no difference. Computational theories hold. Only after analysis is the code revealed, confirming which group was which. Either result is decisive, a bombshell for quantum consciousness, or a strong case for computation. The experiment forces nature to answer. The experiment's outcome splits the future of consciousness research. A null result strengthens computational theories. Consciousness as information processing, no new physics required. AI and neuroscience double down on replicating the brain's architecture, blurring the line between human and machine. But a positive result, an isotope-induced frequency shift, would revolutionize science. It would be the first empirical evidence linking quantum gravity to consciousness. The mind would be tied to the cosmos, validating Penrose and Hameroff. Either way, the experiment reshapes our understanding of what it means to be conscious. A positive result in the mass invariance test would do more than just validate one theory. It would open up an entirely new field of scientific inquiry, a kind of quantum biophysics of the mind. The focus would shift from mapping the brain's classical connectome to understanding its quantum dynamics. Scientists would race to explore the precise mechanisms of the OR model. How exactly do microtubules shield themselves from decoherence? What is the nature of the orchestration that guides the collapse outcomes? How does this process scale up from individual neurons to produce the unified, rich tapestry of our subjective world? The tools of neuroscience would merge with the tools of quantum physics, with researchers using techniques from both domains to probe the delicate interplay of biology and space-time geometry. This new paradigm would suggest that life is not just a clever arrangement of classical chemistry, but that it has, through billions of years of evolution, learned to harness the most subtle and fundamental laws of the universe. The unique properties of biological matter, the specific structure of proteins, the behavior of water within cells, would be seen not as incidental details, but as essential components of a quantum machine. It would imply that consciousness is not something that can be easily engineered in any substrate, but that it might be a rare phenomenon, requiring the specific, finely tuned conditions found only within biological systems. The future of AI would be completely re-evaluated. To build a truly conscious machine, we might first need to build an artificial, living cell. The philosophical implications would be immense. If consciousness is tied to a non-computable process involving quantum gravity, it would affirm Penrose's original intuition that human understanding and creativity have a quality that transcends algorithms. It would place a fundamental physical dividing line between the authentic consciousness produced by a biological brain and the simulated intelligence of a digital computer. This could provide a scientific basis for what many have felt intuitively, that there is something special, something irreducible about living, conscious beings. Our place in the universe would be both humbled and exalted, humbled by the realization that our minds are subject to physical laws we are only beginning to grasp, and exalted by the idea that we are direct participants in the universe's ongoing process of resolving quantum reality. Of course, even a positive result would not be the end of the story, but the beginning of a new, more challenging chapter.